Good morning, I'm David Reid and here I am yet again at the Ballater Gallery, but in the middle of June in a glorious sunny morning. It's warm already and we're delighted to welcome so many of you back to the Ballater Gallery in person now. What am I going to be talking about today? Well, these are going to be the short videos that we work on, so don't be saying, oh no, he's going to be doing another long-winded video. This is short and precise. It's a bit like a news flash. I'm Cock-a-Hoop. I've been trying from my days organising art shows for Maggie's to 2 years exactly since we opened the doors to the Ballater Gallery, and at long last I've managed to persuade one of the biggest names in Scottish art, George Birrell, to sign up and join our stable of artists. Who is George Biddle? If you're asking that question, I'll be surprised, because the majority of the people who watch these videos, I believe, are collectors and art aficionados. So I will explain a little bit about George Biddle. He graduated from the illustrious Glasgow School of Art at the same time as many other huge names in British art. And George Biddle, after graduating in 1971, then became a really successful and very popular teacher of art. George is quite, almost, I don't think he'd mind me saying, he's quite rock and roll. He still, now he's in his 70s, plays in a band. He grew up in the west end of Glasgow, and he's got that sort of bohemian characterful sort of style about him. He's great fun, he's got great stories. But then he fell in love as a young man with the east coast of Scotland, particularly the east coast of Fife, known as the East Neuk. And that is what's so evident in his paintings that I'm going to talk about. So I have got 5 paintings by George Birrell, and we're going to be talking about them in a second. But George, to let you understand, he has travelled extensively. Initially, I would say a lot of his paintings were very much Fife, but then some of the scenes have been Orkney and then the south of France. George doesn't really paint on the spot. He reflects afterwards. He doesn't really give his titles much about telling you about where the place is. There's a little bit of your imagination that has to go with that and the title, you know, and working it out yourself, which I think is great. It causes a bit of intrigue, particularly sitting down, you know, having dinner with your friends and they admire, which they will do, because they're colourful statement pieces. Let's look at this first painting. So, Yachts by the Headland, oil on linen. To stop there for a minute. 20 by 20 inches. It's spectacular. The colours, the blues, the greens, the peachy sandstone colours of the buildings, and then the yachts expertly put in the background, and the nets at the front. Yachts by the Headland, 20 by 20 inches, including the frame, beautiful frames again. He does justice to his paintings with really top quality, beautiful, beautiful frames. And this painting is £3,750. I'll pick this one up, Tom. So we'll go down here to this beautiful painting, which is called Zulu, and it's an oil on linen as well. 16 by 16, it's a little bit smaller than the first one, and this is £3,250. Again, the colours, the detail, he really grasps harbour scenes beautifully. Zulu, oil on board. I'll pop it down. Tom will give you a review once we're finished. If you'd like to go up to the top, Tom, Sunset Castle, an oil on board, 12 by 12 inches. Look at it under the light, you know, if you had a picture light, and it's just a painting you could never really tire of. 12 by 12 inches, so about 6, maybe about 18 inches, including, again, look at the beautiful platinum tones of the frame. £2,750, which doesn't seem very much for an original George Birrell painting. I'm going to take you, follow me here, and look what's in the wall. we've put this up as a state. This is a bit of a favour which the wonderful George Biddle has done for me. Rugby by the Beach. This is a bit of a one-off. It's a big painting and, well, much bigger. It's for £4,250. And why has George jumped to the rugby shirts? So it's a little bit an homage to George's background with parents being Irish and Scottish. And, you know, you can just imagine this. I think he does, you know, I'm not really supposed to say where it is, but this could easily be the beach at Elie or Earlsferry or somewhere like that, or Gullen, you know, and there you have the rugby shirts blowing away in the background. And what George, as I've told you, he's colourful, he's fun. He's even given us the rugby shirts, which he actually used to paint the painting with, to hand over to the person who buys this painting. So not only will they get the painting of Rugby at the Beach, but they'll get the rugby shirts that were used for the painting. Maybe, Tom, just go back to have just a detailed look in that painting. The colours of the sands, the colours of the sky, bringing out the Scotland and Ireland rugby shirts. That's a fun painting. It's a bit different. It's probably a pretty rare painting. So that's this short newsflash video finished. At last, the Ballater Gallery has the one and only George Biddle. If any of these paintings interest you, come to me quickly about this, because I don't think they'll be hanging around long. David at ballatergallery.co.uk. Thank you.